down to North Carolina on Air Force One, and just 2 hours before Obama was to open his campaign on behalf of Hillary Clinton, FBI Director James Comey announced that while Hillary Clinton had clearly engaged in criminal activity worthy of prosecution, he had recommended that she not be prosecuted. Because of course he did. Here are Comey's findings, which demonstrate full violation of multiple provisions of federal law. And you can go through this article and read them for yourself. So Hillary lied. She lied that she never transmitted classified information. She lied that she only used a private server because she wanted one device. She lied that the State Department allowed her to jerry-rig this technological setup. She lied that the emails were never breached. But according to Comey, no biggie. Now, Comey essentially admitted that Hillary violated federal law, and here's his quote. Our investigation looked at whether there is evidence classified information was improperly stored or transmitted on that personal system in violation of a federal statute making it a felony to mishandle classified information either intentionally or in a grossly negligent way, or a second statute making it a misdemeanor to knowingly remove classified information from appropriate systems or storage facilities. And Comey stated that the FBI had, quote, investigated to determine whether there is evidence of computer intrusion in connection with the personal email server by any foreign power or other hostile actors. Now remember, Guccifer, the Romanian hacker, went on record, he's now in a prison, that he personally hacked into Hillary Clinton's email server. But of course, Comey said that because there was no trace, that they couldn't go after her on that basis. Of course, you're not going to leave a trace via the method that he said he did it. How he did it on previous occasions, hacked into other people's emails accounts, he simply guessed the password. So there was no actual hostile attempt to hack into the server. There was no trace left because he merely guessed the password. He publicly said he did the same, went through the same process with Hillary Clinton's private email server. But again, Comey didn't even mention that. The article continues, but no matter, the law doesn't apply to Hillary Clinton, as Comey said. Quote, to be clear, this is not to suggest that in similar circumstances, a person who engaged in this activity would face no consequences. To the contrary, those individuals are often subject to security or administrative sanctions, but that is not what we're deciding now. And as I laid out with the 3 previous examples, and there are many more, they not only faced administrative actions, they faced, in one case, 2 years probation. Again, the soldier out of Afghanistan who I talked about, Nishimura, again, mishandling classified information, downloading it onto his own personal device, transporting it around exactly as Hillary Clinton did. He was hit with a $7,500 fine and 2 years probation. David Petraeus, similar circumstances. Deutsch, the former FBI director, similar circumstances, he got a pardon from Clinton. But again, they were punished. So Comey's right when he says, you know, other people under similar circumstances were punished in the past and will be in the future, but not Hillary Clinton. What else are we to conclude from that other than the fact that Hillary Clinton is above the law and the United States is a banana republic? We'll be back with the final segment of the Alex Jones Show live, covering news from Europe after the break. Breaking news at Infowars.com. We're back. It's the final segment of the Alex Jones Show on this Tuesday edition. Now, ISIS members are once again bragging about how they can exploit Europe's borders, which are basically like sieves right now. This is out of Politico.eu. Man in the Hat claims terror cells in Paris and Brussels part of larger network. And one of the ISIS terrorists they quote in the article said that the terror cell moved freely through Europe. He said, quote, you know, an international arrest warrant to be sought by the police, that doesn't change anything. I passed every day in front of soldiers, policemen, not with a covered face, but with a cap. He added, quote, security at the borders can never protect anyone. It's just the politicians who want to delude people that they protect them, but there is usually no security. It has never been real. And again, that is why ISIS, in their own manifesto, brags about how they exploited the refugee program to infiltrate jihadists into Europe. We saw another example of that with the Istanbul airport attack, where the mastermind was a refugee protected by the EU. He was being arrested with Kalashnikovs and explosives in his car in Sweden. They put him in jail for a year because Sweden's a liberal basket case hellhole. Russia tried to extradite this guy on 2 separate occasions to charge him with terrorism, and the EU protected him because he was a precious refugee, later becoming the mastermind of the bloody Istanbul airport attack. They're laughing at us every single day. They're laughing at us because we just invite them right on in. Now, with regard to the Brexit, this is out Sky News. Branson and May meet as tycoon demands new poll. So basically, the favourite to become the next Prime Minister of the United Kingdom after the resignation of David Cameron is having secret meetings with Richard Branson, who is openly calling for democracy to be subverted and for there to be a second referendum on Brexit. So the supposedly conservative next Prime Minister, who isn't conservative at all, she's a globalist, she's the one who said that Sharia law was good for women in the United Kingdom, secretly meeting with a billionaire who wants to subvert democracy. Here's another article from Infowars.com. Dumb zombie Americans think US is 2016 years old. Yes, they actually thought that Independence Day, celebrating the birthday of America, meant that America was 2016 years old because it's the year 2016. Never underestimate the stupidity of the general public. And again, you saw it with a new Mark Dice video. They don't know how many stars are on the American flag. They don't know anything about US history, because now, as a separate report notes, only 23 undergraduate history programs at 76 top universities require any type of US history course. But of course, many of them now require gender studies and all kinds of feminist identity politics, social justice warrior crap. So that's why the general public continues to be completely misinformed. German police report confirms surge in child rapes by migrants in swimming pools and admits we have grave cause for concern. Yes, this is the racist German government once again with their racist statistics. Here's a quote from the article. Talking about children being sexually abused at swimming pools by migrants. Quote, the perpetrators are, for the most part, immigrants. That's the German government saying that. It's not Pegida, it's not radical right-wing racists. So what are you going to do when the facts continue to show this? Well, just denounce the facts as racist. And again, continue to import millions and millions of people who are completely incompatible with Western society and destroy the fabric of Western civilization. That's going to wrap it up for today's edition of The Alex Jones Show. Infowars Nightly News coming up. Alex will be back 11 to 2 tomorrow. Look out for that big Facebook rigging the election article on Infowars.com. Thanks for joining us.